Hi friends, this is Liberty and welcome back to my channel. And if you hear a bunch of birds in the background, I have all the windows open because it's so beautiful out, but the birds are so loud right now. But I'm enjoying this moment and we're just gonna go with it. Anyway, I wanted to show you a kind of a planner refresh. I love this planner by Mulberry, and I usually like this kind of color in the winter or fall months, but I wanted to get something different for the spring and summer. So I ordered a new planner from Spek, and this is the A6 size, which I have been in love with over the past few months. And I really like the size. It's just slightly bigger than a pocket size planner, but a little bit smaller than the personal size. I wanted to like the personal size, but I don't like the height to width ratio. I would rather have my inserts a little bit wider. So looking at these two planners, I thought initially that I got the wrong size because this planner looks so much bigger than the Mulberry. So I'm just taking all the information stuff out of it, and it does have larger rings, which I was excited about, so I can keep more in this. And it does have a ton of compartments with a little zipper compartment here. You can put a bunch of credit cards in there as well. And it has a secretarial flap on both sides of the planner. But one of my favorite things is this top opening here. I've always loved a planner with that. Unfortunately, the Mulberry doesn't have that. And man, this is so soft. I do like it, but there is a small part of me that it's a little bit too soft. I really like the stiffness of the Mulberry, so I'm not sure how I feel about the new Spek planner yet, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I really like this Mulberry planner. I really like the stiffness of it. I love how it locks. It has that classic Postman's lock to it. And so all I'm going to do right now is kind of transfer everything into the new planner. Another thing I am really excited about with this new planner is that I got a lot of the inserts online from a new shop that I recently found called EO Edits, and I think they are absolutely stunning. And I really did spend a lot of time on curating the perfect inserts for me, and I do think they're so pretty, so I'm excited to kind of show you, and I will obviously leave links down below for everything if you like the things in this planner. And but yeah, I wanted to kind of just put my couple of little decorative items here. I don't decorate my planners too much. This is extremely functional, and I use this predominantly for work, but I have some self-care inserts at the end of the planner that I will go over with you as well. So I'm just trying to keep the ring light from blinding you guys, because the first thing that I have here is something from Cloth and Paper. It is an inbox dashboard, or more like a, I don't know if you would call this a dashboard, but it is a kind of a plastic type of dashboard that you can easily post something on top of it, like a little sticky note or something like that. Also, I got this little set of dashboards. It says Novella on it. It's embossed on this little white one. And again, this is from Cloth and Paper. And I'm doing my best to show you because I know the lighting isn't the best as I was editing this video. But I really liked how this looked inside of the Mulberry. It doesn't really match this one as much, but this is a Mulberry dashboard as well that came with the planner. Also, if you notice, I also rounded the corners with a regular corner rounder. I think it makes the inserts look a lot better. So this is what I'm most excited about. These inserts I printed out from EO Edits, and again, I said I will link everything down below, but I think they are absolutely stunning. It came with some, pretty writing in different fonts, and it had the pretty pictures already on it. And so I wanted to print out pretty much most of the things that I found on their website. So here is another type of insert. It's a quarterly insert. So obviously I'm a little bit late to the game, but I'm thinking about going back and just filling in what I did for the months of January, February, and March. and April. I forgot that it's already May, my goodness. But yeah, never too late. So it also has this pretty goals planner insert as well. And I just love the font. I really do. I just think it's really pretty. It has a matching mood board to go with it here. So I really like how it just looks. Also, word of the year. Again, I'm a little bit late for this. I don't have a word for the year. If I had to choose at the moment, I would probably choose freedom. I like the word freedom, and I'm just looking to just have more freedom in my life. And a lot of these other inserts came with the mulberry planner, so I like to have the worldwide holidays in here because Mike and I travel a lot around the world, and it's fun to see if there's anything going on in other countries while we are there. So I like to kind of keep that here, along with any religious holidays because things might be closed when you visit. Also, there are numerous ways to kind of track your year, which is kind of fun. So however you like to track things throughout the year. Also, the Mulberry Planner is from England, so they had an underground map of their subway system. And I thought that was kind of fun to keep in the planner too. And again, here is another yearly tracker, which again, I haven't filled anything in here yet. In fact, I've had this planner for a couple of months now, and I've been so excited to get it set up, but I just hadn't had the time. So now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of the planner. I only have 3 months in here right now. I have May, June, and July. And this insert is from Ellemon Paper Co. And I believe I had that sent to me. And then the first set of inserts here are from Cloth and Paper. I really like how their monthly inserts are. I like that you can add a lot of information at the beginning of the month. And it's just clean and simple. And I always keep a daily insert. I don't do it on a daily basis, but if I have one of those days that's super busy, I will use a daily planner. And then here we go into the weekly. This is the reason why I wanted to print out things from EO Edits. I think the weekly planner is just stunning. I like the layout. It's just a Monday through, it has a Monday start, Monday through Sunday. I like how the weekends is just on the end here because I don't really use this on the weekends, so I don't need a lot of room to put stuff in for the weekend. But you could also do a lot of things. You could do, your meals, your self-care, things to buy. There's a tracker here. So you could do a lot of things on this one page here. Well, I guess it's technically 2 pages. But yeah, it's just one spread here. You could really track a lot of things, and I really like that. And at the end of each week, you have kind of like this little saying here, like each Monday is a chance to start fresh, to reset. And I just think it's really pretty. And I like to have that reminder before you start the next week. And so, yeah, so that's just how I have my weekly set up here. And I'll just quickly page through that. And as we get a little bit deeper into the planner, this is kind of like my idea section, or just kind of like things I want to track. I love this dashboard. It says, don't let imperfections get in the way of progress. I think this is so pretty. I've had this in all of my planners, no matter what size I've had. But again, from EO Edits, this is a way to track movies and TV shows that you want to watch or your favorite ones. And I love how it says admit one. I just think this is so pretty, and it's so fun to have in your planner. So I printed out a couple of these, and then there is another one for restaurants to try. I'm vegan, so I'm always getting recommendations like, oh, you should try this place. I never write them down and I always forget. So I have a place to kind of jot things down. And then I love this dashboard with this writing on it because here you can track books that you want to read. And, I started this whole channel because I love books and I love how this looks. And yeah, I'm really excited to have this as part of my planner. And then I have this simple, pretty dashboard, again from EO Edits. And I like that it's on both sides, so that's really nice to have. And then I just have some regular, just plain paper. This is from Mulberry that came with the planner. By the way, if you ever buy a Mulberry planner, it comes with so much. You don't need to buy anything else for a Mulberry planner. So here we are, another dashboard. It is embossed with a bunch of the letters on there. And here we go. We got some self-care inserts from EO Edits. And I like this little reminder, like when you feel overwhelmed, write it out. Angry, what does that say? Exercise, anxious, meditate, tired, read. If you're feeling confused, walk in nature. I like that. I like to have these little reminders in my planner. And then we go into like some goals. And you can do goal association. So what do you want to become? What do you want to organize? What do you want to create, prioritize, believe? And again, I haven't filled this out yet because I just got my planner together. So I printed out pretty much all of the self-care items from EO Edits because I just thought everything just was perfect. And I don't know about you, but I'm kind of feeling like I need a reset. I think we all kind of get there when you haven't been taking care of yourself or your skincare or your things are cluttering in your home. Like, I really feel like I need this reset right now. And again, they have a whole lifestyle cleanse. And I was like, oh yes, sign me up. And just how to keep like SMART goals, specific, measurable, assignable, realistic in time. And if you haven't heard about the SMART system yet, read about it. But it's an easy way to kind of get yourself kind of organized. And they have a whole checklist. And you could add more items if you want to. But yeah, how to declutter your entryway, your office, your garage, just kind of go room by room. Don't overdo it. Keep it simple. Keep it attainable. And it has a little vision board that you can put in here as well. And then it kind of gives you some other things to think about. Maybe you haven't thought about kind of decluttering or cleaning up. And again, I like that it allows you space to put your own things. And then you can set up zones, which I really like. Things you want to donate, things you want to sell, things you want to gift. And I really feel like I need something like this. And it even has a mind map to kind of help you decide whether you want to keep something or toss it. Almost like a Marie Kondo method, if you're familiar with the KonMari, I think it is. I haven't heard about that as of late. But yeah, so here we are. We're moving forward. That's what it says here. And it does have a brain declutter. And then here we go. Digital detox. Even things you may not have been thinking about, which is kind of cool. You can clean up your Pinterest board, organize bookmarks, declutter, the apps on your phone, clear out contacts on your phone, and, your photos, like things like that. I think it's really good to kind of keep this stuff, organized. Also, a beauty cleanse. I mean, how many things do you have beauty related that you could probably get rid of? Old makeup, old skincare that you're probably never going to use again. Things do expire, you guys. The other day I was in the shower and I had the Neutrogena oil. And after I used it, I realized it had like green slime at the bottom of the bottle. Like, when did I buy this bottle? I was so grossed out. I had to take another shower. So yes, go through your items, get rid of the stuff that's expired. We don't need that in our life. It's time for fresh things in our life. And I like that it also has this home detox, things that you want to do daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and just stay on top of these things, And yeah, it has an action plan. And, I think we all can feel good when our space feels good. When it's dusted and clean, it smells good. I mean, I can't function in a house that doesn't have all those elements. And I don't know, things have been so crazy in our lives over the past few weeks. I feel like I'm getting a little bit away from it. I'm not even taking care of my plants. So yeah, I'm really excited to kind of get back into getting my life and my space organized. And so here's a miscellaneous cleanse. Again, might be some items that you may not have thought about, and it allows you a space to add your own things there as well. And then I like this too. So things that are sentimental, it'll go through how to, maybe you want to get rid of something, but maybe it is sentimental, but you don't really need it anymore, and what you can do with these items. So that's kind of nice too, because I feel like we just hold on to things that maybe just doesn't serve us anymore. And there's also a nice challenge. You can write about the things that you are grateful for, journaling for 30 minutes. Like, there's all these things that kind of help with your mental psyche, that there are little challenges that you can do. And then again, there's some wrap it up, less is more. You can create your own checklist here. So whatever fits your own lifestyle. And then after that, I also have one of these habit trackers, and again, this is from EO Edits, and I thought this is really pretty. I like how it has that nice floral in the background, and I just like, again, I know I keep saying it, I like the fonts. I really do. I think their stuff is absolutely stunning. And then towards the back of the planner here, I have just a regular list to do items. Again, as you know, from EO Edits. And then at the very back here, I added some more of the mulberry stuff. Then I have a little dashboard with a memo sticky note just kind of stuck to it from cloth and paper. And I always have a little pocket notebook with me. You guys, I always have one with me. I jot things down all the time. I started a new job back in early fall, and I swear to God, I'm learning very quickly because I write everything down. I hear about it, I write it down, and then I create pretty notes on my iPad later. But I jot things down. I mean, I'll show you here. These are all of my notebooks over the past few months. And I'm obsessed with the pen and gear. I know that's very popular. That's the first one I put down. But I love the field notes as well. So I have a ton of field notes here. The Bluebird one is from it was from a trip that I went on recently in New England. But yeah, I just write things down. It's not pretty. It's not meant to be pretty. It's just to quickly write things down so I don't forget. And then I come home and then I organize them on good notes on my iPad. And then I print out those notes and keep them in something. But yeah, so I always have something with me. I like to put it in my planner. And I wanted to make sure that the field notes fit in my planner. So yeah, so I'm just showing you all of the field notes that I have. That's a fresh one here. But I wasn't sure if the pen and gear would fit in this planner because it didn't really fit in my mulberry that well. But I wanted to kind of test it out because sometimes I like the pen and gear. And I was happy to find that it fits perfectly. And you'll see here that I went back and forth many times because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. But yes, it does fit. I could probably keep both of them in there, but that's a little bit overkill. I don't need two notebooks with me. But yeah, I really like how everything is fitting. And you're just going to see me kind of go back and forth for a minute here. You guys, I love the field notes so much. I bought its own little case for it. And I wanted to create a commonplace notebook. And I started with Italy. We just went to Venice recently. So yeah. So anyway, again, I was probably sitting here for over 20 minutes trying to decide which one of the pocket notebooks I wanted to keep with me. But I finally just decided to finish the one that I started with the field notes. I do love a field notes. It is a little bit more compact also than the pen and gear. So yeah, so I want to show you, I do have a couple of different cases for field notes, and I had this one actually embossed with my name, and then the buttons have little mountains on them. So I believe I got this on Amazon. I can link it down below if I find it. But yeah, that's how much I love field notes. I have so many cases and covers for them. If you guys want more in-depth details about my pocket notebooks, just let me know and I'll create a whole video on them. Not that I'm not doing it here. But anyway, so yeah, so I decided to stay with the field notes because I love them and it fits perfectly. Now, the only thing I said in the beginning of the video, this is a really soft planner. Like, it's really squishy and really, really soft. And you're going to see that I can easily just kind of squish it all around like this. And I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. It's a gorgeous planner and I love the color. It's just really soft. Most of my planners have had some structure to it, but I do love how flat this lays. So I can open up pretty much to any page and it lays flat. So that is really nice. It's a little bit bigger than I thought it would be, so it does take up a tiny bit more room in my bag, but overall it's still fairly compact. So I am quite happy with it. I wanted to show you some size comparisons as well. So I have a pocket planner here and I wanted to show you the difference. Huge difference, right? Between the pocket size and the A6 size. Again, I have the A6 size. So I also wanted to show you compare it to a personal size. So this is the A6 compared to the personal size. So the personal size is obviously much taller. I prefer more wide than tall. So I know everyone loves their personal size. I tried. It's not for me, and that's okay. There's a planner for everyone, as they say. But yeah, a huge difference between the pocket. I really wanted the pocket to work for me. It just didn't. I have really large, sloppy writing, if you probably noticed in my field notes. So yeah, I needed a little bit more room than a pocket size. So, but man, I love this planner. This is again from Spek. Anyway, you guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. And again, I will link everything down below. And until next time, cheers.